Today I'm going to show you a cool and amazing experiment about density. So the materials you need is a bell jar or a glass if you have. You need a piece of foam, a nut and a grapes or even an orange. And you even need some honey, some water and some oil. So what first step is that you open the honey. Alright, take a honey and pour it in the bell jar or the glass that you have. Alright, so I have poured in this much honey in this bell jar. Now what we do is take some water. Let me open the water and let me pour it in. Alright, now as you can see, the water has formed another layer over the honey. Now what you do is take the oil, you open the oil and you pour it in again. Now what do you see? The oil has formed another layer which is above the water.
Explanation time.
Now, why does this happen? Now, this happens because all these three liquids have different densities. Now, the honey is at the bottom. It means that the honey has the highest amount of density. Then water is in the middle, that it has higher density than the oil but less density than the honey. And oil is at the top, means it has the least density, that means it has lesser density than both of the honey and water.
Now let's get back to the experiment.
Now what you do is you take a nut, okay, and you submerge this nut in. Now what do you observe? The nut has shrank into the bottom, means it is touching the glass and it is not floating on the honey. That means the nut has a higher density than all of these liquids. That's why it is touching the ground. Now what you take is an orange and you pour it in. Now what do you observe? The orange is floating on the water. That means it has a lesser density than the water and that is why it is floating on the water. Now what you take is a foam. And when you place the foam, you see that the foam is floating on top of the oil. This means that the foam has a lesser density than even the oil. That is why it is floating on top. So this is my experiment. Thank you for watching and happy Diwali guys. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like and the subscribe button.